welcome.
Woohoo!
Oh my God, can you shut up and let me do the fucking intro? Hello and welcome to the Les Oderants Christmas special, which for referencing, I believe, is episode 15. Anyway, I'm Dan and I am joined by the entire Les Odes gang. It's Fliss, James and Ben. Say hello, Fliss, James and Ben.
Hello.
Hello, it's Christmas time. Hooray. Yeah. Right, we just had a good discussion about silly names for people, and it turns out that I managed to duck the whole kids having silly names thing. My kids are obviously too grown up, but Fliss's friends are called, what is it, Willy Bob Ocelot or something.
I can't talk. But they're not friends, but they're
infamous in Margs.
Infamous.
They're infamous.
Margs
is terrible for names. Margs is really
Bob
bad for...
Ocelot is not an appropriate name.
I thought Ben would have more, didn't you go to school with some weird named kids in Brighton?
No, I went to school in the 80s, so it was all normal. It was all like, Dave, Beena, Lena.
Beena. When I was at university, everybody had a name and some sort of modifier. So, the guy who lived across the road was Matt the Hat because his name was Matt and he always wore a hat. And there was a guy I lived with was known as Ministry Steve because his name was Steve and he wore a Ministry of Sound jacket. And I was...
Oh, there you go.
Dan the Cunt. For obvious reasons.
No explanation.
It's like Flissy Poppins.
No explanation needed.
As kids, though, you are cunts, right? Talking about nicknames, so all the names in my class were normal, right? But there was a guy called Adam, I think his name was, but we called him Beena because his trousers were always really short and they were string of beans, so we called him Beena, and that just stuck. And so for until he was 18, we just called, all right, Beena, and he didn't even have short trousers at that point, but he was just Beena because he basically was too poor to afford trousers.
I told you about that Greek lad from our school. It was called Stelios Pavlou, and they used to call him Smelly Arse Havapoo.
Oh my God!
Sorry, Stelios, if you happen to be listening to this.
We had terrible names for teachers. There was one guy who wore bell-bottom trousers, and everyone called him Clang. Because which I thought was beautiful, but there was one teacher who had his eyes weren't level. His eyes weren't level, so he was just known as Isaiah, as in one eye's higher than the other.
Oh, brilliant!
We had a lacrosse teacher called Scratch and Sniff.
Oh my God!
For obvious reasons.
Oh no! Oh God!
We had a geography teacher who had one of those orthopedic shoes where it was built up on one side, and we just called him Stumpy.
Oh God! Yeah, there was a.
Is it awful as a teenager? Right?
Yeah,
my favourite nickname was the kid in my class called Wayne, right? And his nickname was still Wayne. It's just that his parents were both pensioners, right? Which is obviously unusual for a 12, 13-year-old boy. So we just called him Wayne. Every time we said his name, Wayne.
No. Kids are such cunts.
You're right.
Proper
this isn't
cunts,
in the Christmas spirit, is it?
Yeah, very, very Christmas spirity. Oh my God, yes. Thank you, Fliss, for calling us to order. We should start every episode with at least 5 minutes of blah blah blah, nonsense. Oh, hang on, yes, we do. That's exactly what.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we do. Okay, well, perfume news this week. What great excitementi! I can tell you that I went to a wedding on the weekend, and it was quite annoying. I had to drive 5 hours to get there, and then when I did get there, the wine.
Herrick, where is 5 hours from Manchester?
So you basically drive up to Carlisle and then hang a left and drive towards the Scottish coast for about 2 and a bit hours.
I was going to say either way, you're going all the way to Scotland or all the way down south.
Yeah, right up to Scotland and then sort of across to the very left hand side, the west sort of coast, and it was a it was at a castle, except so my youngest daughter was not well, so my wife and her stayed home, and Anna, my eldest, and I drove up there. And Anna is an enthusiastic drinker of wine, as indeed am I. But it turned out that, wine was obviously provided with the meal, and there was champagne at the reception, but the rest of the time you're buying your own drinks. And the wine was £20 a glass. No, I ended up spending close to £400 on wine in one night, after having driven 5 hours to get there. And then also I had to stay in this shitty hotel down the road because there weren't enough rooms in the actual castle. And the only thing notable about this shitty hotel was that it was like some sort of, where it looked like, from a murder sort of location from some Scandi noir thriller. It was horrible. But it did have ham in the fridge, which was very strange.
You must have really liked this person whose wedding it was.
I've known Dom since I was 4.
Oh, okay. Because you didn't come to my fucking wedding. It was only like 10 minutes down the road. Remember that? and you got free drinks as well.
I haven't known you since I was 4. James. That's the only excuse I can deploy at the moment.
Did you catch your piss the next day? Because I would have caught my piss and taken it home and been like, "That's an expensive. I'm not throwing that away."
Yeah, expensive piss. No, I didn't. I had to drive the 5 hours back, which was infuriating. It was anyway. The whole thing.
But not as hungover as you would have been if the wine had been cheaper.
Yeah, I should have just hired a limousine. Yeah. Anyway, I wore a new perfume, so I managed to get a bottle of perfume, a new Pure Distance, which is a new Antoine Lee, and it is called, well, I don't know how you pronounce it, but I think it's Ysayo, Ysayo, Ysayo. And it basically, to me, is a bit of a retread of Les Abstraits Descendre. It's got that whole very ashy, smoky thing on a green, kind of piney, sort of slightly prickly, well, not base, because that's more the top. So it's more the green prickly stuff sitting on a kind of really smoky, smouldery base. It's very nice. It's very good. I mean, it is quite similar to Descendre, and I got 3 compliments, which is pretty awesome. One of which was from my daughter, so it doesn't count.
That doesn't count.
One of which,
so you're quite the influencer now, aren't you? With your 3 compliments.
Yeah, one of which was from the groom's mother, who is fucking older than Ted Danson, so that doesn't count either. I
love that that's the other was from Ted Danson.
Yeah, well, I mean, Ted Danson is like old as dirt, right? So he's a good reference point. Well, Ted Danson is always younger than you think. I just assume Ted Danson is about 140 years old, but I think he's probably not quite 140.
I'm going to look it up.
I want to say 74.
Ted Danson. Really? I think Ted Danson must be well into his 80s by now. He's younger than you think. What?
Oh, 1947. He's 77.
77. Wow. I should have... I don't even know who Mary Bergenstein is. Is it? Who is she?
She's 72.
Yeah, she's a teacher.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right. No, I know exactly who she is. Wow.
She's actually called Steenbergen.
Well, Steenbergen.
Yeah.
Steenbergen sounds like some sort of mode of transport. I'm going to catch the Steenbergen to Nashville. I don't know why. Yes, the third compliment I received was from my mate's son, who is 21 and was genuinely quite impressed. That, I think, is a legitimate compliment. But apart from that, no further compliments. Anyway, I had to pay for this. This wasn't a freebie, and it's very good. I'm not convinced it's entirely necessary if you have Descendre, though. I'm not convinced it's entirely necessary at all. I'm sort of coming to that view that perfume is really not necessary. It's all about,
Strange.
it's all about strange. What's happened to Dan? It's all about choice, which is cool.
Fliss doesn't look impressed
and
with
I chose
that.
to have that.
I don't like that take, Dan. What are you on about?
I'm really confused about why we're all here.
Oh, yeah. Good point. Fair enough. You've got me there. Right. The other exciting perfume news I've got is that I managed somehow to get a second bottle of Creed Vanisia.
Isn't that really hard to get hold of?
It is hard to get hold of, and I bought one for a very fair price on eBay. And the sprayer didn't work, and they said I could return it, but I didn't want to because I didn't think I'd get another one. So, and then a second one did come up, so I bought the second one, and then I considered briefly pulling a fast one and returning the original, but I just decanted it and sold the decants on Facebook, it was I'm very happy about that. It's delicious. So those have been the main exciting things.
What does it smell like?
It smells like Shalimar, but it's like Creed does Shalimar basically. And it's very good. I think you'd like it a lot.
Sounds like
I may have to send samples. Yeah. So I'm just having a quick look at my Instagram to see whether there was anything else noteworthy. I've been trying to make a list of all my top favourite perfumes of the year and stuff. So I did publish a post today which had some of them on there, but nothing worth getting. Oh, I wore that bitter almond yesterday, which I think I sent you all at some stage to try, the House of Core bitter almond. We talked about it earlier this year. And I really still like that. I like it a lot. Still, it's this kind of slightly weird blue-looking thing, but it's very cardamom-y, soapy. Yeah, that's a good one. Apart from that, nothing else to report. So, Ben, I know full well you have got some interesting perfume news because you met your match.
Yeah, I've had loads of perfume, loads. It was just weird because I normally stick on a perfume for weeks, or
just give us the short version so that we can get back to talking shit about nicknames at school. Yeah.
Yeah. So I bought this, which I thought was quite interesting, but I haven't really had a chance to really tuck into it. It's Off-White Solution number 9. After Dan, ages ago, you sent us number, I think it was 8 you sent us.
I can't remember
peppery
which one
that was a little bit like the white peppery peppery patchouli thing that you sent us. But anyway.
Yes.
After that
Avastan.
Avastan, that's it. It's a bit like that, yeah. So after that, ever since that one, I basically bought that one, and then I bought another one. I think I bought 7, and I've just been buying them randomly because I think they're worth a punt, and you can get them quite cheap. I got this for 30 quid, and it's actually really interesting. It's got that same weird sort of biscuity effect that Roger Sweetie Oud has, and Lignum Vitae, that really textural kind of weird biscuit kind of feel to it, but it's much sweeter than that. It's supposedly like a rice and almond kind of thing, so it's quite powdery and stuff like that. I haven't had a real good chance to smell it properly. It reminded me a little bit of Monsieur Beauregard or Valentino Pour Homme, I think it is. A little bit of that. And it's nice, but I need to really get back to sniffing that properly, because the reason I haven't had a proper chance to sniff that is because I've been sniffing loads of shit, because Jess made me an advent calendar with samples in every day of December, and so every day I've been smelling something new, which means I've got bunches of stuff to say I smell. I'll skim over it a bit.
How did she know? Sorry, how did she know all these perfumes that you haven't tried?
well, it's a good question. So for about a week, she did keep saying to me, "Oh, do you know this brand?" And I was like, "Why are you asking these questions?" And she was palming it off as if she was just interested. But there's still a lot of shit in here that I think she just bought just based off the notes, thinking that I might find it interesting.
So you were really suspicious, and she was preparing a really thoughtful gift for you.
How dare you?
It is a really thoughtful gift. I love her.
It's great. It's been really fun. So yeah, Born to Stand Out. Do you know that brand?
Unfortunately,
white bottles, big red. Yeah. So Dirty Milk. That was one that she thought that I might like. I think because it was called Dirty Milk. I think she went more or less straight off the name on that. That's vile. It smells
I'm
like.
Pretty sure I remember James saying that was terrible as well.
I think we remember talking about how bad it was.
It reminded me a bit. I've got that. The one that smells like concentrate. What's it called? Condensed milk. Yeah, I've got that one, haven't I? The Olay one. I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
I mentioned about. It's like that, but scabby as well, and it's got like a more to it, and it just smells rank. So yeah, that was. But it was interesting, I thought. And that Born to Stand Out brand, there was a few. I'm literally just picking up the ones that I found interesting, so I'm just reading them out as I go. Tell you what, I thought was all right. I've smelt a few of the new Dior's by MFK. So you got Dior Riviera there, which I think was one of his, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And
Boring,
Rose Star, which I think is definitely one of his. And I tell you what, Rose Star, for shame, absolute for shame. Like, what on earth is he doing with that brand? It smells like just a run-of-the-mill rose perfume that does absolutely nothing for anybody.
So this is interesting because I put a post on my stories on Instagram a few weeks ago saying something like, this guy is essentially just a working study in lack of creativity.
Yeah.
A has-been, if he indeed ever was. But I had a few people leaping to his defence, saying that essentially he was hamstrung by corporate direction and stuff, and that
I think that's bollocks, because you look at the rest of that line, and I've got another one which I'll talk about in a minute, which totally shows that that's bollocks.
Well, I mean, the suggestion was that in fact the creative director has relatively little autonomy at a house like Dior for perfumes, and it is a almost titular sort of role only, and that broadly the bean counters are the people who are in charge. That seemed to be the thrust of their argument. Now that to me seems like bollocks. What is the point of appointing a big name perfumer as your creative director and then stymieing them on actual ability to be creative? That to me seems
we all have.
But also, if you know that is the situation, then why, as a creative person with your own brand, would you then go and sign up for it? The money would have to be obscene in order for you to go, oh no, I'll happily stake my reputation on not having any control over anything.
I agree. I think the facts are, unless you are somebody who works in the industry, then I'm reluctant to. I mean, not just in the industry, but in who knows about the internal workings of Dior specifically. Then they're probably talking shit, right? Because I agree that yes, it's probably a committee of people, and yes, they go, what are the trends, and do we want to make this gourmand thing that like kind of fits in with what everyone else is doing at the moment and is tested well with whoever. I get that they do that, but what is the point in appointing somebody? I don't think Kirkshire goes in there and goes, oh, look at all these fantastic ideas that I've got. No, I don't think he does, right? I think they're kind of fed to him, but I think there's a degree of direction that he wants to go in, or is like happy to go in, or whatever. I can't imagine that there wouldn't be. Do you know what I mean? It seems very cynical to think that they just purely work that way, and it would just be, you do this, especially with that guy who really didn't necessarily need to go there. Seems like he's got a bit of an ego. He's got his own massive brand. I don't know. I mean,
So the strange thing, right, is that I also had Dior Riviera, which is one of his, but
dull.
But so here's a different. So I also tried Gris Dior, right? So I got Gris Dior as well, which is an older one, but it's also what you might call dull perfume, right? But it's good still. I still thought this is good. This smells classy, clean,
classy
and
is all
really
hell.
good.
You could
and
wear
a bit
it
like Dior is another one like that, right?
Yeah.
Where it's not like groundbreaking, but it's fucking great. It smells like classy as all hell. It's really good, and I thought Gris Dior was along that sort of line, in where it wasn't blowing in any bridges, but it was just really good. Whereas Rose Star and Dior Riviera are just boring, and they're not classy. They smell, in fact, I thought Rose Star smells like any like 50 quid rose perfume you'll find in a Boots. It's generic.
As all
it's
hell.
really bad. So those are the Diors that I smelled, but that was quite interesting. Moving on to something more fun. This one, Born to Stand Out. You may have smelt this, James. Naked Laundry.
No.
Naked.
I've only smelled a couple of them, but I just...
Holy shit. And I mean shit. So I very rarely have to wash a perfume off. And I didn't wash this one off, but I nearly did. But the notes, right, are aldehydes, scatol, ambronol, mandarin, mimosa, mimosa absolute, honey, milk, tonka, amber, and woody notes, right? So it's powdery as all hell, and it smells like used nappies, and it is absolutely horrendous. It turned my stomach something chronic. It's basically this like powdery baby oil, baby lotion, slightly creamy, milky thing with a hint of like shitty sweat, and it is absolutely repulsive.
It sounds awful.
Wow.
It's
for you to say that.
So
for you to
bad.
say that, it must be
I wore
bad.
it, and I was sitting there, and it was genuinely making me feel nauseous. And I was like, I'm gonna have to scrub this. But then I thought, give it time, because it might, most perfumes calm down. So I was like, give it time, and it will be all right. And it did turn out all right, but it took about an hour to get there, and it was really stomach churning. So I would suggest, if you like interesting animalics, Naked Laundry by Born to Stand Out is worth a go. It's just, I mean, if you look on that pale wall, they sell scatol, right? They sell 1% scatol. And the reason they sell it at 1%, I think it actually has a warning on it that says something along the lines of, it has to be in this dilution, because otherwise it will like infect humans, objects, and basically wherever it is. It's basically like biological.
Did I not send it in that thing that we did where we did gross materials, or like
I don't remember.
Halloween
You may
materials?
have, but
I'm sure I did one of those anyway.
I don't think
we never
sent
did that.
Scatol.
Maybe cadaverine.
Did we not do that?
Oh, cadaverine! I think I remember you sending that.
Well, scatol is pretty gross. I've got some of that. We'll do a fucking materials episode in.
Oh God, please don't! I mean, scatol. I assume does smell like silk.
Yeah, it's not very nice, but
industrial.
It's interesting.
Oh, it's not very nice. Interesting. This is an interesting smell of shit. Great. Yeah.
But you think as well, mimosa mixed in with that as well. So I love mimosa, but you think that warm kind of slightly velvety kind of spiciness mixed in with it. It was just violent. It was just violent.
On the flip side, Naked Laundry by Born to Stand Out.
That
is one to definitely avoid.
On the flip side of that, Born to Stand Out, L'Animal. Really good. Like a really nice honey, quite animalic, pitty honey, but actually really good. And I was really impressed with that, so I quite enjoyed that. I tell you another one that I thought was all right, that I think probably get a bit of jip for on here. Tom Ford Cherry Smoke.
I'm not sure I've tried Cherry Smoke. Well, maybe
I thought it was all right. It's more or less exactly what it says on the tin. It's like cherry with
smoke.
a quite sort of birch tarry smoke. I liked it. The only thing I didn't like was it literally lasted about an hour and then was gone. And I thought, fuck paying £300 for a perfume that lasts an hour. Like, I'm not all about beast mode, but come on.
No, I agree.
But it was good. But I enjoyed it. I thought it surprised me, because when I saw Tom Ford, I was like, oh, hello, cherry smoke. This is going to be absolute whack. But it surprised me. It was better than I thought. Fragrance de Bois, Rude Oud. You ever smell that?
Yes, I have.
It's in the Harrods calendar, right?
Yes, and I thought it was very much in the same sort of spirit as Herba Pura, actually.
Oh, really? See, I thought it was actually I thought you were going to say Ombre Nomad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like a tartar,
really?
a much tartar Ombre Nomad. Like that sort of berry is much tartar and stronger, but it has that kind of Ombre Nomad-y kind of thing, like a slight. Oh, I thought like a slightly sort of, like I say, very berry tart, rich oud thing.
I think maybe it was the berries thing that was giving me.
I see that. It's very
light.
They're very neon.
On the oh really thing, by the way, just I've struggled with myself on this. Spent more or less the whole weekend doing South Park impressions. There's a scene where they say, "Do you know that China and Japan are two different countries?" Oh, really? I spent the whole weekend. Every time anyone says "really" or I say "really," I follow it up with "oh, really," and it's. I'll be honest, it's winding everyone up. But if I keep doing it tonight, I apologise.
Is that where it comes from? Because I have a colleague at work who says, "Oh, really?"
Oh, really? Yeah, South Park.
And I just thought it was him.
No, South Park.
No, it's South Park. Amazing. Okay,
Right.
cool. Fabulous.
So yeah, that's about it. Anyway.
Cancel that call to HR. It's fine. Do you know, Ben, you look a bit fucking Keith Flint tonight with that jumper on. I think you're going to go fucking 5-starter on us.
Yeah. Actually, that's a good idea. Yeah, look, Keith
I forgot all about that. Yeah. In the video, yeah.
Well
That's
done.
cool.
Very good. Yeah. He's our festive fire
So
starter.
sorry, I'm looking at these Born to Stand Out. And
BTSOs.
Naked Laundry is part of a little mini collection called Raw Seduction, which is one called Filthy Musk, L'Animal, and Naked Laundry. Have you got any of the other two?
So L'Animal, yeah, that's the one I was saying. That's really good honey perfume. Really like sort of rich, dark, photorealistic-y sort of honey. I say photorealistic. It smells like gooey honey, but it's good. I thought it was good. I like that a lot.
And
actually.
the Filthy Musk, did you get that as well? No.
Haven't tried that. I haven't got it. I suspect it might be in the advent calendar somewhere, but not yet.
I thought there was one called Black Mange, but it's called Black Mango.
Black Mange.
Yeah.
Mange?
Yeah, like mange.
You're right, okay. So I think I'm all up for creativity in perfume and doing something a little bit kind of at the bleeding edge, but I've struggled somewhat with that whole Born to Stand Out thing. Isn't there credo something like we don't give a fuck or whatever?
Yeah.
I don't know. Cool bottles.
The same
I
as
quite
ours,
like the
then.
bottles.
Yeah, but I mean, it's literally what they put on their marketing blurb. We don't give a fuck, and it's like, really, if you have to plaster "we don't give a fuck" on your marketing blurb, perhaps you maybe do.
Well, they're like everything else at the moment, like Korean, like cultural, like things that are a thing, aren't they? You know, the K-pop and the fucking. It seems to be kind of everywhere. And this is a Korean brand, I believe, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
So I kind of get that sort of like edgy, you know. I think I've seen the guy who started the brand talking somewhere or read some comments of his, and they're all along that sort of line of, oh, don't give a fuck. And actually, you know, the reason I tried them was because I was like, I want to be on board with some of these. I think I tried Dirty Rice. I think that was the one.
Yeah, I'm sure Dirty Rice.
I think I might have tried that. I think that might have been in the calendar as well.
Dirty
Yeah.
Rice.
I'll be honest. As I was saying, though, I'm happy with experimental perfume and all that kind of stuff, but literally wanting to create the smell of shat in britches in a laundry basket. That's not interesting to me. That's just fucking stupid.
See, this is the thing, right? I like dirty stuff, right? But I like it when it's just dirty. Like when it's just trying to be like natural, like some rotten sort of veg and stuff like that. Like when it's just trying to be dirty. But what turned my stomach about this one was that it's like trying to be nice, but adding like way too much dirt to that, and that to me it just smelt like someone had done a massive shit and then tried to clean the toilet to try and like hide it. So you've got this kind of like,
that's the worst kind.
Like, and it you get like a half and half. Like just either I'd rather just smell your shit or smell a clean toilet. I don't want both of them at the same time, because now I don't know what to do. I don't know if to retch or just like give a good sniff. Do you know, like what? I get, I'm pulled between two worlds, so I don't like that, and that's what I don't understand why they went with that. Like,
I'm just looking at the perfumer is a chap called Maxime Exler, and there's nothing really I know that he's done. There's a brand called Sheridan. I'm sure one of you has mentioned Sheridan previously. Yeah, although that's a new one this year called Shanghai Le Soir. But he did Caden for Oman Luxury, which was a release this year, which actually was quite pleasant, but a bit nondescript. So I don't know.
Okay, so that reminds me, so before you put up some things that we're going to talk about in the... Are we doing second halves now? Sort of, yeah. Traditionally.
Well, we're not quite there.
Well, what is the second half?
Sure.
I'm not going to talk about it in the second half. I'll talk about it fucking now.
Fuck your scheduling. I want to talk about it now.
Sheridan are a brand that have this kind of 20s Art Deco kind of vibe to the font of the brand, put it that way. I don't know how else. Maybe the packaging is as well and stuff like that. But the only one I think that I've tried, or maybe I've tried a couple, and I'm slightly obsessed with it, and I don't really know why, because it's very vanilla, patchouli, warm, sort of creamy spices, but I fucking love it, and I've actually worn my sample loads of times. I think I've got two samples, so this is something that I've worn quite a bit. It's called the Purple Bar by Sheridan, and it's a fucking revelation for me. It's kind of like fruity, patchouli, vanilla, like say, it's kind of slightly headbangingly like, but I fucking love it. I just, like, I really like it to the point where I'm almost tempted to buy it.
Okay, wow. And how much is it?
Oh, fuck knows. I don't know. It's not actually that bad. They're pretty reasonable. Pretty reasonably priced, I think. Sheridan the Purple Bar, it's called.
The Purple Bar. Okay. Good. Interesting. Oh, I tried the new Balenciagas.
How are they?
Dreary, I would say. I got involved in a pyramid scheme, I think, where each person had to somehow pay a certain amount of money, and these samples would get circulated, and then you have to forward them on to the next person. Not quite a pyramid scheme, but anyway, I tried them all. Actually, that's not true. I tried like about 6 of them. There's 10. I tried 6 of them, and by the time I tried 6, I was so fucking bored that I didn't bother trying the others. Because when you just sort of go, this line is devoid of anything interesting. There were only 2 that were pleasant. One was the is it Le D? DIX, is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, that's an old school.
Exactly. I don't think
like the violet-y inside of like a suede leather handbag. Violet.
I don't think this smelled like that, like the original. I suspect they are entirely different perfumes, but it was at least a decent perfume. I can't compare them because I don't know the original. And then
they've redone Cristobal as well.
That was the other one of the range that was okay.
Oh God, that's so hard to find on eBay. You're paying hundreds and hundreds of pounds for the original.
So I've got the Cristobal Pour Homme, which is lovely. It's quite a sweet sort of vanillic, woodsy sort of, before men's gourmand went kind of ultra bubblegummy sort of stuff. It's a little bit like Givenchy. Is it Givenchy Pie?
Yeah.
Is that the one? Yeah. It's really nice, and I do like it, and I picked it up for a song. You can still get a good price on that. It's nothing like that, and I haven't tried the women's one. I suspect this is a bit of a retread or reinterpretation, but just reading the reviews, I get the impression that, again, it's a new fragrance. It's not like a re-release of the old one. But those were the only two that were interesting. There was one that smelled like Ganymede Light. There was one that smelled like just generic flowers. There was they were just kind of dreary, the whole range.
The bottles look nice,
which was a shame.
Gone back to that kind of
bottles are amazing.
Amazing. They look so good. It's ridiculous how good
they look. I love the label on the front, the way it's all kind of old vintage almost.
I really
but then it's doubly disappointing then. You've got such a lovely bottle and it's all gone into this beautiful design, and then what's in it is shit.
You're like, that's the worst though, isn't it? Because you really want the bottle. You want one of them to be at least worthy of a purchase, just so you can have the bottle. And
the Gucci Alchemy Gardens was that with me. I was like, I have to find one
that's that with
I
me
want.
as
you
well.
scraped it through
I can't find
with
one that I
black
want.
bottle one that you got, that incense one.
Well, so there is another perfume I want to mention, and I sort of, on the one hand, I kind of want to gatekeep it. I don't want anyone else to know about it, because I'm so desperately trying to find a bottle at not the fucking full retail price, which is 350 quid. But a dear friend sent me a very large decant because she knew exactly how much I was into this perfume, and it is a Bottega Veneta one, and it's from their new range called Come With Me, and it has a sort of vetiver-y artichoke note at the top, which is perfectly odd, and then just this glorious kind of fruity, powdery iris with it. I think it's sensational.
You love a good iris.
I'm really into a good iris. So this year I've really enjoyed a good iris. I've also been quite into vanillas as well, which surprised me. So I'm sure I even found a tuberose that I didn't hate this year at some point. I forget which it was. So it's been a slightly odd year perfume wise, but that Bottega Veneta Come With Me I think it is superb, and I have like searches out on every sort of platform to try and find one, because I can't bring myself to pay 350 quid for
that.
It
is a hideous bottle.
I think it's a beautiful bottle.
Do you think?
It's like a paperweight thing, the base.
It's utterly bizarre. Yeah,
it's like a stand, like a polished kind of pebble that you balance the bottle on.
Is that actually separate?
Yeah.
Oh, that's quite cool. Yeah. I thought it was part of the bottle, but that is quite cool.
No, it's like a stand. They're really cool. They're very sort of hip. It's a very avant-garde smelling thing, but it's nice as well. And it does that rare thing for me where it manages to be avant-garde and nice. You don't have to smell awful to be kind of trendy and doing something different. It is possible to smell nice whilst being creative, and
I really have to send you Masque Milano Latessa.
You do
because that's like a quite avant-garde iris, but it's still good. It's not hideous. It doesn't stink. It's a lovely iris perfume, but it's just a little bit weird.
Yeah,
it's good. I'll have to send you some over Christmas because I think you'll like that.
James looks like he's digesting this.
No, I'm. Do you know what? I got completely sidetracked. I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at Bottega Veneta Pour On, which is just like a normal fragrance. And I was always like, I always fucking love that, and I never bought it. And I'm just looking on the eBay prices, and they're ridiculous. So I'm assuming it's discontinued. Crazy. Now.
Yeah, I think it is. I used to have there was an Extreme.
Yeah, Extreme. Yeah,
which again was lovely, but even though it was an Extreme, I remember the performance being piss poor, and we've said it a million times. I don't have to have beast mode fragrances. In fact, I'd rather not have beast mode fragrances, but it would be great just for stuff to last more than an hour or two. But yeah, that Come With Me is sensational. I really like it, and it is definitely something I'm hoping for next year, not to get too far ahead of myself. Anyway, Fliss, do you want to tell us about anything you've been wearing this week before we segue back to James and then into part 2? Or
what have I been wearing this week? I don't have a huge amount of very interesting things to say, to be honest. One of the things I did stupidly blind buy, I've stopped blind buying, and then I saw it at a great price and I bought it, and I shouldn't have done, I sold it on, was Serge Lutens Fille de Berlin Confit. Now, the confits come in these little 25ml bottles, and they're much cheaper. They're meant to be stronger, but they come in almost like a sort of oily jelly kind of. They don't have a spray. They have a pump, and you're meant to put them on the skin, and they then like sit on your skin for hours and hours and hours, which they do. But there's very little sillage, and it just felt a little bit. It felt like a really, really, really expensive body oil, because you only get 25ml, and I was just like, nah, I'd rather just wear a moisturiser and then just put some actual perfume on. That was a bit of a waste of money that I then sold on. I had taken receipt of a vintage Must Ducati, which is, oh my God, it's amazing. It's this beautiful, very aromatic, almost minty vanilla, and it comes in this beautiful, beautiful old sort of like proper Cartier bottle with like red glass, and then it looks like a very, very large cigar lighter of some sort, you know, that kind of Cartier Duty Beautiful bottles, but it smells, I mean, it's it's just phenomenally aromatic, and then vanilla. It's a little bit masculine. I don't know how much I'll wear it,
that
but
fragrance, I don't own it. It's another one that I'm like, oh yeah, I'll get that at some point, and I've never bought it. I need to fucking buy that as well.
I mean, on a man, I would happily cuddle this.
I think it's my favourite Cartier, easily, and I don't own it, which is absurd.
I mean, it's. I mean, you can pick it up really reasonably. I got it on one of the groups for a really reasonable. Like 50 quid for like
I've got this.
No, is that there is a women's one and a men's one, isn't there?
Yeah, this is the men.
Yeah,
this is the women's one.
Must Ducati. There is no men's Must Ducati. There's just a women's one.
What's the one that was in the sort of squat round kind of men's bottle?
Oh, sorry, there is a men's Must Ducati. Yeah, there is.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not as good, though.
Thank you. Good. No, I don't know the women's, but I remember I had, when I was much younger, I had a bottle of the men's one. I remember liking.
In comparison, it's kind of similar to like Calvin Klein Obsession, or all these ones where like the men's one is still good, but it's like it's not as good, and it's not even as masculine in a lot of ways. They seem like an afterthought. It seems like the women's one's really good, and then the men's one is like, meh, it's okay. You know, it's a bit like.
I'll send you samples of this, because I actually think it's quite masculine.
Agreed.
I agree.
It is.
And this is the parfum version as well. I will send samples, because
if I have any money at Christmas, that is the fragrance that I'm going to buy. Because I've been saying to myself, I need to fucking treat myself to something. That is something that I've wanted for years, and I'm going to get it finally.
Yeah.
Finally,
it's beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was interesting. And then after our massive rant about the L'Occitane Eau de Bao, I was in King's Cross, St Pancras International recently. So I stopped off at the L'Occitane shop just to double check if this vetiver thing is this, you know, because they've rebranded it. It's not called Eau de Bao anymore. Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, the actual fragrance itself, I don't think there's a very big difference at all. It smells very, very similar. But what they have done is they've rebranded all of their beautiful perfumes in these really interesting different bottles into this kind of very, very small, dull, black and white bottle. It's sort of like with dull, classy labels, and they line them all up in sort of rainbow order. They've dyed all the perfumes in different colours so that you can line them up into a rainbow, and it just looks like some sort of like late 90s, early 2000s cheap Joe Malone. They have really missed the boat on that.
They look like
it looks
those like copycat perfumes,
they look like so cheap as. And you think of the old Eau de Bauer bottle, that beautiful brown glass with the kind of like the brown kind of like old school label. It just felt classy, and these are all lined up in this. They do look like cheap dupes. They all look like cheap dupes.
Boxes are all just like pastel colours.
It turned me so off that even if it was the same perfume, I would still now go out and try and find a pre-packaged one.
It's weird how their brand was never about being modern and yet they've sort of tried to do that.
They've tried
but
to
also
modernise,
tried to keep their kind of heritage, and it's just come up looking a bit shit.
Really shit, and it genuinely put me off. That you can see how they're trying to be super minimalist in that kind of Chanel or Dior exclusive way, but they haven't pulled it off at all, and it just looks
because they've kept like the heritagey font and stuff, and you end up like again like you're but like caught between two worlds, aren't you? Like pick one.
Yeah, and they're little tiny bottles as well. There's no heft to any of them. They don't feel heavy. You're absolutely right, Ben. They look like cheap dupes that you would find in an independent pharmacy. Just, that made me sad. Very sad. What else did I do? I smelt, bizarrely enough, a friend of mine bought a 200ml flacon of Creed Original Vetiver, and he sent me 10ml. Just for funsies.
Funsies.
And I really like it.
Creed Original Vetiver. Do you want the cheap version? Do you know what the inexpensive version of it is?
Oh, what's the inexpensive version?
Mugler Cologne. Mugler Cologne, you used to be able to get like 200ml for about 20 quid, and it smells virtually identical.
Oh, because it feels fresh and spicy and aquatic, and then there's that lovely aromatic.
Did you just say aquatic?
It's almost... I know, but like in a watery way, not in a sports way.
Right, okay.
And then it's this almost creamy coconut base. I think actually it's delicious. It feels quite modern. I don't know if I would buy a whole bottle, but I'll certainly wear this 10ml up. But I was like, I wasn't expecting to like it so much. Maybe I should stop slagging off Creed. I
say that quite frequently. I find myself quite frequently saying, you know what, this is actually quite good, but it's a Creed, and that's really disappointing. At what point do I have to admit that actually some of their perfumes are quite good and they're not as bad as I think? Like that as a brand, they're actually
most
right.
of their perfumes are good, I think.
Yeah.
I'm still keeping an eye out for that Oud Zarian. I really like that.
Oh my God, after slagging it off the other week.
What? Hang on. Let's all just pay attention to exactly what Fliss has to say now.
So, after slagging it off so badly and saying it was Amouage Light and I didn't like it, it was a bit shit, I left the strip that I'd sprayed it on overnight in my office, and I walked in the next day and it smelled fucking amazing. The whole room smelt just stunning, and I was like, what the fuck's this? And I realised it was this strip that had been out all night, and I was like, oh God, I had to eat my words. I had to text Dan and apologise. But then at the same time, it is just a very expensive room for us.
Oh, shut
It's the
up.
fucking nose worm.
Shut up.
It is. It's getting under.
A nose worm?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yes.
getting under everyone's
Yes.
skin, and it's some kind of sorcery that she's doing there.
I love that. A nose worm. That is fucking trademark, James. That is awesome.
Thank you.
That's
can have
exactly
it.
what it is.
It's fine.
It just gets in there, doesn't it? It wheedles its way in. I think it's lovely.
I did have to text you.
I love
really
that.
good.
I love it. Okay, well, look, let's do something a bit more festive. I wanted to ask you some actual perfume-related questions before we get into scenting Santa and all the rest of it. So let me find the. Wow, what did I fucking write? I'm terrible, aren't I? I can't remember anything. My brain is absolute mush. Right, okay. Most worn. What perfume do you think you've worn most frequently this year? And it doesn't matter if you get this right or wrong. I'm not testing you. It's just instinctive.
There's no way of knowing.
There's no way of knowing. Just instinctive answers. Fliss, what do you think the most worn perfume would be this year?
I would say there's probably 3 that are I could say just almost definitely, and that would be Verdant by Eau de Bougie, Sand and Skin by Flora Coude. I've worn the hell out of that since I got myself a bottle of that. And Figment Woman Amouage, which is discontinued. But yeah, I wore the hell out of that this summer.
Interesting. Ben, what do you reckon your most worn is?
I think probably it's Roger Enigma Parfum pour Homme.
What?
Because I've done both of those 5 mils that you sent me. That's a full 10 mil of perfume.
That's 10 mil.
10 mil for you.
Me, that's
going some, eh?
2 sprays. How many sprays in a mil?
Well, quite a few. I reckon 10,
like 10
mil will last you. 10
in a mil.
Well, 10 mil should last Ben like. I'd have thought 20 wears, something like that.
Yeah, I reckon.
Because he's very sparing with the way.
I mean, I have several 10 mil decants that I've still got half left, and I'd done both of those 5 mils that you sent us. So I reckon it's probably that, which is a bit shocking.
It really is. It really is. James, are you with us? Or have you wandered off some?
I'm just looking at one. Sorry.
He's wombled off and he's wombled back. What do you reckon your most worn of the year?
Well, I don't fucking wear this most. I wear a different thing every day, pretty much. So not really. But if I had to say, and this is deliberately to piss Fliss off, because it's a sport fragrance. It's called Prada.
Fuck off.
Luna Rossa O Sport.
Oh, sports, yes.
Yeah. Word sport in the title. You disappoint. You disappoint.
I've worn this quite a bit. Sandalo by Acqua di Parma.
Oh, nice.
It's a kind of. It's got a brutal. What's the sandalwood chemical in my head's gone? Jarvinol. It seems to have loads of fucking Jarvinol in it. And this, which I got, which is new, which you can say, oh, you've not really worn it very much, but I've worn it like maybe 3 or 4 times, which is a lot.
Healy Cologne Aficionado.
Healy Cologne Aficionado, which is a fantastic, fresh, lovely cologne type thing. Beautiful.
Okay, cool. All right, I think my most worn is probably either Ombre Nomad, Louis Vuitton Ombre Nomad. It could be on Louis Vuitton Stellar Times, but the most likely it would be is Dries Van Noten Havana Gold. I've worn that. I've worn that maybe at least 10 times, I'd have thought, and that's very special to me. Okay, favourite new discovery of the year, Ben. What's been your favourite new discovery? Sand and Skin, I think. Florico Sand and Skin. I really like that. Probably that. Yeah. And James, I'm sure you sent us a WhatsApp about Sand and Skin. You had something of a bone to pick with Fliss about it, didn't you?
About what? About Sand and Skin?
Remind me. I think you said that it got on your nerves after a while.
I kind of knew that it would, even though superficially, I like it. I like the simplicity of it. But wearing it for long periods of time, it's not like one of those kind of musk fragrances that I can that just gets better and better and better, and I don't get sick of it, even though it has the same effect as that. It was so tenacious. It was stuck on my clothes. It was stuck on my actual skin. It was stuck on my skin for like 2 days. I was like, I've like showered. I still smell of it. So it's brutal in terms of tenacity. That's what annoyed me. If it was dead strong and lasted for a day and I could get rid of it and it didn't linger, then I'd be quite okay with it. I don't think it's a bad fragrance, but it's insanely tenacious, like ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I have had a couple of messages about it, actually. People who've listened to the show and then were like, I went and bought it. And, oh, God, when I first smelt it, it was really just generic and shit. I was like, oh, God, what's happening now? And then, like, 3 hours later, they sent me another voice message going, oh, my God, it's amazing.
Yeah. I kind of did that, went through that process, and then went all the way through the other side going, I've had enough now. You know what I mean?
I can't. I'm done. I'm done.
It's a bit like it's a bit like Stuart Lee comedy, isn't it? Where it's brilliant to start with, and then it sort of lags in the middle as he kind of keeps repeating it, and then he just keeps doing it and keeps doing it. And about 8 hours later, you're like, I don't know, this is really fucking funny again. This is really good. So, okay, Fliss.
It's like every dad joke that your husband has ever told you, and like 10 years in,
my husband has never told me any jokes.
Well, you know what I mean. Though. Your friend down the pub. But the first two or 3 weeks, it's hilarious, and then the first month, it's hilarious, and then a year, it's hilarious. And after about 5 years, like, I've heard this joke so many times, it's not funny anymore. And then 10 years on, you're like, oh, don't you start me, mate. And it's all funny all over.
Funny. Yeah. So I whenever anyone hands me a wrapped parcel, my kids know that I will always shake it and say, is it a tennis racket? Even though it clearly is not a tennis racket. Although when it is a tennis racket, there's going to be hell to pay. Right, Fliss, what was your favourite new discovery? Oh no, so hang on. Was you said Sand and Skin? No, Ben said Sand and Skin.
Yeah.
I think Sand and Skin, but then also the Nerily Plain Suit that you sent.
I'm glad I put
is
something on that list of yours.
Fucking on my top list. I just, in terms of how I feel about it in comparison to anything else new I've tried this year, it's just off the charts. Absolutely off the charts.
Everyone must go out there and buy it. I don't know, that sounds very shilly, doesn't it?
It's very expensive.
It is very expensive.
I'm really waiting for everyone just to like buy it, and then I don't know.
This is a pump and dump scheme. What we're doing is we're basically we're hoping everyone buys Nerily Plain Sued and then dumps it, and we all hoover it up later. We're making short-selling Nerily Plain Sued. James, favourite new discovery of the year?
I've got a few. Sorry.
That's all right. Roll them out.
You'll definitely think it's all right when they're mostly fucking ones that you've been feeding. So this is a big fucking glazing for Dan here, because two of them. Sonia Seif Rendezvous, I think we all, even if we didn't outwardly go, oh yeah, it's brilliant, we kind of was like, respect to that. You mentioned it before, I wore it to my Christmas do. It's got that same insane, like, Care Bear fucking ridiculous tenacity of the Sand and Skin, but I fucking love it. I've got to get it. Stellar Times. I fucking love it. It's so impactful. It's so strong. Good, it's so like. I don't even know what it's doing, but it's great. It's really musky and just.
It's quite linear as well. There's just something weirdly magical about it, because I reckon if it was in a different bottle and it was a lot cheaper, I probably would have just glossed over it. But because
I'm glad you can admit that.
It was so because it was so expensive, I felt like maybe I'm missing something. I need to give it another go. And it was only after a couple of times that it really clicks in for me. Whereas I think if it was a bit more disposable, I would have just gone, oh yeah, that's quite nice.
I have to say,
but it's really
I can't
good.
go back and go, oh, I didn't know it was a Louis Vuitton, because I can't, right? But I'd like to think, and I know that I pretty much would love it regardless. If it was a cheapie, I'd have already bought it by now. Right? The fact that it's Louis Vuitton is kind of a bit like, I can't buy it because it's fucking too expensive. But anyway, quickly, Desert Suave by Liquids Imaginaires. I kept going on about that. I love that. It's a beige as well, but it's a good beige, and I think I should get hold of it and send it to all you guys because I fucking love it. I think it's great.
I wasn't a fan. I found it too floral.
Okay.
I saw.
Oh, can I put Musk Tonkin on my list as well?
No.
Musk Tonkin, is that Parfums de Empire? Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah. Oh, I bought a partial.
That's a really good brand as well. We should do a bit of a dive on that.
Yes, let's. In fact, we should take suggestions from listeners as to brands to deep dive, because there's plenty. You
can get six testers from them relatively cheaply. I think.
Well. Let's not do it now. What else is on your list?
So Fliss, I've already mentioned the Chanel number 18, which I actually really warmed to and was like, oh, I like this. So that gets a mention. And then Ben even gets one in here. It's the Grudge. No, it's not really the Grudge. Although I thought that was perfectly good and I found it really interesting. I wouldn't necessarily wear it, but it was all right. That sparkling blue Serge one. Fucking love that. That's brilliant.
Oh, wicked.
So really, it's all the discoveries have been courtesy of the other Oderants.
Nice. That is cool. Very cool.
So
okay.
I'm also the Brian Sewell of being a creep as well.
Brian Sewell of being a creep. I can't remember if I said what my favourite new discoveries were, but I'm going to go with Creed Oud Zarian, the Sonia Safe, Rendezvous, and probably Dries Van Noten, Gold Havan. I'm sure there are more, but that's what I'm thinking of today. Least favourite discovery. What's been the most unwelcome turd in the punch bowl for you, Fliss?
When you sent us Playmate.
I knew it. I knew that would be your particular brand of turd in the punch bowl. Straightforward. Easy.
Pink neon, disgusting, just vile. Has no business called.
Love it for what it is. I
saw those on Selfridge's website the other day. They're about 400 fucking quid.
They are very expensive. Yeah. It is a little bit silly, if I'm honest.
I hope they're in TK Maxx soon.
I don't think so. They're fucking going great guns, that business. But I think spellcaster over here. Ben, what was your turd in the punch bowl?
I mean, it has to be that Naked Laundry, Born to Stand Out. I think I'm quite tolerant. You know, I'll put a perfume on that I'm not that fussed with. You know, and I'll if it's a sample, and I'll wear it all day because why not, right? You might. It's like when you sit down and watch a film and it's not very good. You watch it to the end, give it a chance, and then you can slag it off. Yeah, this came very close to and that I think is saying something. So it has to be really.
Okay, James, least favourite discovery.
Andy Towers' recent oeuvre,
Shadid.
Yeah, that fucking Shadid one was lame. But he did some other ones that are like a bit like those Flash ones that he did that the Duck sent me. I hated all of them. I thought they were shit, and I thought they were actually like technically bad, which I'm like, Towers are normally alright, you know what I mean? So just Andy Tower, that gets a special mention. But there was one that stuck out this year, which was Thomas DeMonico, which was another brand that I hadn't tried, Grand Beau, which is horrible.
You really hated that? I quite like it, you know. It's weird. It's very juniper heavy. I thought it was all right. But I mean, it wasn't. It's not the best. But did you like gold, raw gold?
Loved raw gold. And isn't it strange coincidence that the Duck sent me 3 Towers all these new ones, whatever they are, fucking Flash or Vanilla Absolute or whatever they're called, they were all crap. And he put this raw gold in just as like, oh, I want to see what you think of that. I was like, that is head and shoulders better than all those other products. You're talking shite, he said. Absolute shite.
He didn't like raw gold.
That's been made by a proper perfumer that knows what they're doing. The rest have been jizzed out by Andy Tower in some kind of fucking, I don't know what he's doing at the moment. So
some sort of fugue state. Yeah. Okay. I mean, my least favourite discovery was probably Le Boutin Lavande Fetiche, I think it's called, or Fetiche Lavande, which I thought when I tried it in store was all lovely and lavendery, but when I got it at home was basically just like a hard-boiled kind of mess of IBQ, like nastiness. I really, really hated it. Couldn't get rid of that one fast enough. Okay, most annoying trend or person. I'm just going to go straight in there and say robes. Go fuck yourself, robes. Most annoying trend or person, James.
I'm not up on the trends enough to just those annoying, like snappy, TikToky, like young, fucking annoying, good-looking people. That's what I, the perfume doesn't need that. It needs old fucking chuds like me, and going, oh, look, this is all right and stuff. No,
but that's exactly the review they need. Old chuds going, ooh, this is all
that's right. So no, I don't know enough about like trends and things, but that snappy TikToky fucking bullshit, and the fact that I look on reviewers now and I don't know any of them, I feel old. I feel old.
Yeah. Well, we're all old. Fliss, most annoying trend or person. It can be anything, really.
I think it's just beast mode. The way the beast mode continues, and I think in terms of person, anybody who puts on a group, whether it's Facebook or Insta or whatever groups we have, we're all trying to like find perfumes. Someone who says something along the lines of, "I've got 50 quid to spend. What's the strongest, long-lasting thing you can send?"
Formaldehyde.
Like, there's exactly. There's no notes. There's no. By the way, I really enjoy traditional sheep pra. There's none of that. It's just what's the strongest, longest-lasting thing you can send. And I would immediately, if possible, go round and just smash them in the face and go there. Try that.
I'm with you,
mate.
A shot glass full of what was that aroma chemical before the band that you were saying? Scatol.
Scatol.
Give him a shot glass of Scatol down in one. That's fucking beast mode for you.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Oh my God! No, that's awful. Ben, most annoying trend or person?
I thought about this because I don't really know like trends and stuff, but I'm gonna have to say, like, trends-wise, the rising prices. It's become normal for things to be £300 to £400 now.
Yeah,
that used to be weird. It used to be between 100 and 200. 250 was like where you started going like, ooh, that's a bit sauce.
Yeah.
Yep.
But now things 350, 450.
Yep.
Like Oud Zarian 450. What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's like the Houses of Parliament in here. We all should start banging when it says something like, "Oh yeah, I agree." But you're fucking right,
harumph.
Ben.
Can I get a harumph out of you? The prices have gone just fucking straight up bananas, haven't they?
Amouage now, like, you don't get a new Amouage release, less than 300 really.
And the rest, I think they're all 400 plus now, aren't they? I mean, 400 is basically the new 300, and 300 is the new 200, and you can't get fuck all for anything less than 100. Basically, just imagine it's free. If you want to sell this perfume for free, then add £100 to it. And that is essentially considered free for a perfume. You just have to downgrade.
Les Oderants says, "Go out and nick it."
Incitement to shop theft. It doesn't matter. There's no police to catch anyway. Right. Okay. So hopes for next year. Anything briefly on hopes for next year before we get into scenting Santa, which actually I'm sort of cringing my eyeballs out now, but we're going to do it. No, we're going to have to.
No, we don't have to.
But yeah, anything you want for next year? A new release, a new trend, a new person in post. It could be anything. What would you want from
the end of Akigala wood used in any kind of amount more than the bare minimum?
I think you are whistling into the wind there, I'm afraid, my friend. Yeah, I think you're a bit fucked on that one. I think that will continue for at least another few years until it gets usurped by some other chemical.
Vile, woody aroma chemical. And there was a fantastic meme I saw on one of the groups recently of two school children, one with a massive tuba and the other child was just against the wall, and the other child had just had the tuba over this other one's face, and it was like, this is what Akigala would do. It's like, yes, that is how it is for me.
Yeah. I think that's a perfectly respectable thing to want to rid yourself of. Personally, I would like a return to a sensible social media algorithm where I wasn't constantly force-fed a wall of teeth and boob meat, as James so eloquently put it. To discuss.
I thought that was one of mine. I was like, look, that's pretty good for Dan.
That's pretty good for Dan. No, wait, I said that. Yeah. No, you described Oderants as a wall of teeth and boob meat, which basically
she's got a brain in there somewhere as well, I'm sure. But
I don't think so. In the sense that she's capable of kind of commercial economic activity. That's what she's wired for. There's no.
I'm so out of touch. I don't know any of these people.
Well,
I've stopped.
Yeah,
looking.
well, my algorithm is full of these twats, and there's very little real kind of content provided by people who are passionate about what they're doing. It's all very commercial endeavour kind of thing. So I'm hoping for I'm hoping the algorithm rights itself, and the world starts to heal as a result next year.
Well, with AI in the chair, that's going to happen. Don't you worry.
Yeah, nothing could go wrong at this stage.
What could possibly go wrong?
Ben, hopes and dreams?
It'd be nice if MFK gets binned off and the Dior line goes back to its 2014 heady days, but I can't really see that. And I sort of feel the same with Hermes as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, that needs to be sorted out, because she's
rebooted.
She's had the reins for too long and putting out too much shite.
I'm sure I heard she was going. No,
fingers crossed. She's done nothing of note.
I strongly predict that next year Dior will release 3 or 4 new Esprits, which are just concentrated versions of old hits, and if they do release anything new, it will be unbelievably generic and boring. I think I can predict with some confidence.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's a shame, isn't it? But
it's devaluing all that Dior on your shelf as we speak.
It is, and Dior is like one of my favourite brands of all time. Like, as a fashion house, I really like them. And I do not like what they're doing with the Privé collection at the moment.
Quite. James, hopes and dreams?
Maybe just
the ultimate in preparation.
Well, I have hopes and dreams. There's no point in saying them because they're just going to be crushed. We're talking about Dior. Well, I'd love them to go, oh yeah, we're going to do everything with the dog tooth check, and we're going to fucking remake all those things like Balenciaga did, but actually good. Or we're going to do new stuff that's fucking along those kind of lines, but they're not going to do that. So I'm not even going to hold those. I'm going to start doing my own perfumery again, and that's what I'm going to do in the new year. I'm going to concentrate on myself and try and make a good perfume. I'm going to try and get hold of some Akigala words. No, not really. But no, I would like to make something that people think, like somebody like Fliss, for example, or Rich Mitchell are like, oh, I hate Woody Ambers and stuff, and it's like, well, they're so fucking pervasive, and there's so many and different and there is good ways of using them and stuff like that. Make something, I want to make something good, that's it.
Well, I think that is a perfectly laudable and respectable thing to want. Okay, right. Well, look, let's stop blathering on about what we want to achieve, and let's pick some fragrances for some Christmassy characters. Right, Father Christmas, what does that fat red bastard wear? I reckon this year he's wearing Oderants. Yeah.
Is he?
Well, he better be, else he's gonna get a smack in the fucking mouth. Well, you ken me. I'm not the kind of cunt to start trouble, eh? But anyway, Ben, what is Father Christmas wearing?
I reckon something dirty and filthy, because he's a bit of a pervert, isn't he? Like having kids on his lap and that.
Is he wearing naked laundry?
He's like,
Has he shat his pants?
Something dirty. Coming down chimneys, getting kids to sit on his lap and all that kind of stuff. So I reckon something like Batacada that smells like pants. Right. I'm going to go with that. And he's like, come and sit on my lap, little children. I smell my pants.
Shit on my lap. That's very...
No, he's all clean and jolly, and he's got a lovely big beard, and he just smells of Eau de Bath.
Oh my God.
He smells all spicy and vanilla-y, and he's just
so
yummy.
my pick was closer to Fliss's. Ben's like basically painted Santa out as a giant nonce. James, how are you scenting Santa?
Tobacco oud.
Oh, right. Nice. I like tobacco.
I love tobacco oud. It's fantastic. I was talking to Rich about it last night, and I don't know why, just because I'm being made to do this. So I'm just going to say any fragrance, right? So Santa, I mean, okay, just wear that, mate.
No, but I can see that. Like after his shift, like sit down with a little pipe, like maybe some like Dior tobacco.
It's got like a whiskey note to it as well. He likes a drink, doesn't he? People leave a drink out for him.
And that all milk though.
Milk.
Milk and
is that what you're supposed to leave?
I don't know. I might be confused.
Yeah, it's a glass. It's milk and cookies for Santa. Hey, mate, I'm Jewish. Even I know this shit. You leave
a glass of sherry. Milk, cookies, and a glass of sherry. You have to have a glass of sherry.
How does the milk and the sherry mix in his belly, though? I bet he feels well rough right about 4 in the morning.
I think the milk is for the reindeers. No.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, the carrots are for the reindeers.
Oh, fuck them. Fuck them. They ain't having shit now. Anyway, my kids have decided they no longer believe now that they're nearly 19.
25
university.
Yeah. Oh, right, yeah. So
that's a rude awakening.
Oh, unbelievable. So, yeah. I mean, they believe so little in Christmas that during this recording, I had a text from Anna saying, you know, the headphones you're getting me for Christmas are arriving today. Can I have them now, please? Because mine are broken.
Oh, so, wow.
Yeah, wow.
Magical.
Okay.
It's all about the kids at Christmas, isn't it?
Absolutely. The spirit of Christmas.
My mum and I, because it was just mum and me for so long, after a while, when I got old enough and I realised that Santa wasn't, it was just a pile of shit, mum and I just didn't do but Christmas presents for each other. We just used to save the money until the January sales, and we would then go to the January sales and spend the amount of money that we would have spent on each other in the January sales.
A lot of people do that.
That makes so much more sense.
We just knew. We just took it. We was like, let's not do Christmas. Let's not do presents. We can have like the dinner and whatever. We just won't do presents until the January sales because it's pointless otherwise.
Okay, well, that's good. What does Merry Christmas? Who the fuck is Mary? Oh, is this like Jesus' mum?
Santa's wife. Look, can we just say that this came from the Facebook page for Les Oderants, because there was a number of people who were performing in, like, being Father Christmas or performing in things, and they were like, "What should I wear?"
Right.
And so, but you're not. You hate this idea so much. So I was once told at work that my superpower was my total inability to conceal my contempt for other people. Oh, you're doing it really well.
And I feel like I'm unleashing my superpower here.
We can hold it back, and I'll just do a little Patreon Patreon. Do a little merry Patreon.
No. Who the fuck is Merry Christmas?
It's his wife.
Right. It's whose wife?
Santa's wife.
Never heard of her. Right.
Merry Christmas. I'm sure I heard that. What's some VHS?
Have a Merry Christmas. Yeah, lovely. What's Merry Christmas wearing, Fliss? You get to pick that.
This is just all on me.
Yeah, well,
I think she should be smelling of like cakes and like a gentle gourmandy type things, so like things like Fève Délicieuse or Delectation Splendide by Terry, or Like This by Elder, which is all gingerbready. Jour de Fête, all of those lovely almonds.
What about the Kenzo L'Elephant?
No, that's my one that I wear for the day. She doesn't.
Mary's not having that. Fuck off, Mary.
She doesn't wear that. No, she's not.
Kenzo L'Elephant. Okay. Was that your suggestion, James?
Well, it can be. It can be. There you go.
That is how much I give a shit. I'm just saying random shit. Is that your suggestion? May as well be. Yeah, whatever. Ben, Merry Christmas.
She's an old lady, so it's going to be that Chanel number 18 shit that you
exactly.
Yeah.
If in doubt, go with Chanel. Chanel number 5. Right, move on. The elves.
Oh, fuck off.
The elves.
Not even a specific. What about Elf? Let's say Elf from the movie.
Oh, yeah. From Elf. From Elf.
That guy, fucking Chad Smith,
Will Ferrell.
from the fucking Red Hot Chili Peppers. That guy. What's his name? Will Ferrell. Yeah.
Will Ferrell. Yeah. Okay. What is Fliss has lost it. Pull yourself together, woman. Right.
I can't. Your apathy and just total disparagement of this whole bit is so strong. I can't help
Don't let it ever be said that lesos do not react favourably to audience feedback.
If a fan came up to me in the street and went, "Hey, how would you scent the elves?" I'd go in the fucking face.
I'll be like,
don't stop the fucking arbiter in the fucking Brian Sewell of fragrance in the street and ask about fucking elves.
Talk to me. Right, what would Will Ferrell? Let's go with Will Ferrell. What would Will Ferrell be wearing as a perfume? Ben, you can pick one.
Come to me first.
You've got some elf perfume. You've definitely got elf perfumes.
Yeah, I reckon that Nisaba Provence one, like a very sort of lovely natural lavender. That's an elfy sort of perfume.
Interesting. I too was going to go natural smelling, and I was going to go with the Louis Vuitton Sun Song. Because it's such a happy sort of fragrance, happy, simple, neroli. And if anyone outside of this podcast ever finds out that I was coming up with scents for elves, I am basically going to be livid. James, what's Will Ferrell wearing? I'm running out of patience for this.
Le Mal.
The new Lamal,
whatever it's called.
He picked up from Sainsbury's.
Yeah. And why? No, hang on, nobody cares.
Do you know what? I tried it, and it's kind of a weird mixture between Ultramal, that sort of bubblegummy thing, and a kind of hideous vanilla. It's a Beesh, actually. I think Beesh made it. But I weirdly like it. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me.
You have some weird, sick perversion about some of these perfumes.
But the parfum, those Lamal parfums, that one where it was quite an angular bottle, that one was fantastic. There has been some good ones, so it's kind of like, and then they mix in, and I do like Ultramal as well, even though it's kind of bubblegummy. I own that one. They're so crap, they're good in a weird way.
Okay, well, right. I don't care.
You're welcome this break.
Sent an elf.
I was going to say, which is the Frederick Malle one that smells of sweets, smells of like the those jars of sweets. We did a review on it.
Did we?
Jars of sweets.
Frederick Mell smells of jars of sweets.
Heaven can wait.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, great. Moving on, I want to get through this shit. The reindeer. What the reindeer?
fucking
Sent a reindeer.
They're not even the same species. What are we doing here?
Oh, right. Right, yeah. That's the weird thing about that
Which one?
question.
Donner, Blitzen, fucking, Rudolph.
exactly.
Who are we talking about here?
Udolph. There's no Udolph.
Udolph, yeah. Matt smears himself in oud.
It's just, pure oud oil. Yeah, something skanky. He might be wearing the new Memoirs one, Abu Dhabi, which is quite skanky and very nice, actually.
Speaking of oud, can I send you this on WhatsApp? Because it's fucking ridiculous. I saw it last night. I'll send it you on WhatsApp.
I don't know. Right, we're going to now have to send that to all the listeners.
No, you can consume it yourselves and see what you think.
Okay, but do we do that now?
Yes, please.
Okay. Yes, please. Right. Come on, everybody. Consume
It's there. It's there now.
It's here.
I will play it over the mic. No, I won't actually. Play it yourselves.
Oh, it's a video. This is
No, it's like 2 seconds
watch
long.
a video.
That's fucking stupid. Right.
Oh, what? Just like pouring huge quantities of real oud on an
Well, it's
arm
probably
and
not
saying,
real. It's probably just syrup.
You smell like a
that's
farm.
thousands of pounds worth.
You smell like a farm. Right, good. Have we scented the reindeer? Have we? Please say we fucking
I don't
have.
think anybody wants to. I was going to say Riders by Sarah Baker, which used to be.
I'm going to say Noel il Balcon.
Noel Balcon. Yeah,
lovely.
Great. And Ben?
Amouage Fig McMahon smells like a wet forest.
Brilliant. No one cares. Right. How many more of these fucking stupid...
You don't have to do them all.
Oh, okay.
You just don't
all
have
right. Christmas in general.
Oh my God. That's the worst one so far, I think.
Yeah. All right, no, the worst one is coming. The carol service. Sent the carol service. What?
I would say La Liturgie des Heures by Jovoy.
Right.
Which just smells like pine trees, and then white incense.
I'm going to say Maison Margiela, the carol service.
Oh, is that an actual
No,
perfume?
of course it fucking isn't.
You made that up.
But it could have been, couldn't it? 1946,
Bloody
the
hell.
carol service.
Yeah, I think James has played a blinder there, but no, apparently not. Okay, I'm bored of this game. So, at home, scent of the big day. What scent do you imagine you will wear on Christmas Day? Have you thought about it? Will you think about it, or will you just grab something and go? I probably will just grab whatever takes me, but early contenders probably will be things like the
Udzarian.
Yeah, possibly. I have a small thing where I do actually now have a special occasion fragrance, which is Henri Jacques Galileo, and I wear that on days, certainly on days when I'm seeing my mum, and particularly days where it will be poignant that my dad is not there, and certainly Christmas will be one of those days, so I'll probably wear that. I might go for oud.
What does it smell like?
I couldn't really tell you. I don't really know. I don't even know how to begin to describe Galileo. Patchouli, maybe. Just lots of patchouli. I don't know. It just smells incredibly fucking expensive, because I know that it is expensive, and it's very subtle actually, and I sort of love it. But yeah, I don't know. yeah, like I think probably we'll just go with patchouli and there's the sort of in Eau Sauvage there's a floral sort of note. I forget what it is. Is it hyacinth, maybe? Something, I fuck knows. I don't know. Something like that. I will come back to you on what the actual notes list is, but it just smells incredibly expensive. No, I wouldn't say delicious. It's not a warm, welcoming sort of thing. It is. Well, here we go. Lavender, geranium, patchouli, oak moss. Yeah. So yeah, it is
classic.
It sounds classic.
Yeah, it is very classic. It's sort of, I guess, cheaper-ish. But I've. It's one of those ones that I spent an obscene amount of money on when I had more money than I should have done to spend on perfume, and it just sort of grabbed me. Funnily enough, the background to me trying that was that there was a chap in Canada who I think listens to the show sometimes, who sent me completely unprompted like 2 or 3 mil of the oil, but that in itself was like £400 worth of oil. Just like literally just sent it from Canada. So, I really want you to try this. I thought you'd really like it. And lo, I did, and so I managed to buy a bottle of the oil, and I managed to get a bottle of the spray as well. So anyway, when we went to visit my dad's grave last year, and indeed the year before, that's what I wore, and so I think it is probably Christmas is a good time to wear that as well. But I don't want to make it too maudlin, so I might just go for something a bit more cheerful, which would probably be the Oud Zarian or the Dries Van Noten, because that is, as I say, it's quite a special sort of fragrance for me. Ben, Christmas Day, what are you wearing?
There can be only one. It's a dust off the crate, and the angels like, Oud Infinity.
Oud Infinity,
yeah.
Bosh. I like to smell of shit and flowers. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, every Christmas Eve we go to the pub and I wear Widian 71, and I've been doing that for years. Until last year, my wife exclaimed, "What's that perfume you're wearing? It's fucking horrible." It's just like, oh right, thanks.
See, Christmas Eve is the more fun one. Like that's where I experiment a little bit more, and I reckon Oud Zarian probably for Christmas Eve, but sweet. Christmas Day, Oud Infinity every Christmas Day.
Christmas Day, yeah. Right? Okay. James, your Christmas perfume?
I hadn't given it much thought, but I have now because we're talking about it.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Slow Dive by Hiram Green.
Hiram Green.
I fucking love that perfume.
Nice. That's a pretty off-the-wall suggestion. I've tried it. That's the very honeyish one, isn't it?
Very honey.
Yeah.
Beeswax and honey and mate.
Yeah.
Have you tried it?
Did I tell you? It's right up your street.
Yeah. Did you not
Possibly.
send it to us? I think
probably a long time ago.
I'll have to dig it out. Maybe not. I don't know.
Well, I saw. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this previously, but Hiram Green did a reel on Instagram saying, there's no need to come up with a silly name for your brand. Just name your brand after yourself. And I wrote back going, yeah, well, that's that's fine if you've got a fucking cool name like Hiram Green.
Well, what was it? Willie fucking Labka. What was that name? What was it? Willie something.
Oh yeah, Willie Bobby Will Fliss. What's it called? Willie Bobcat. Willie Bobcat. Fuck off. Ain't no one called Willie Bobcat. That's just
Matt the Hat.
Matt the Hat. He's probably still.
We've come full circle, guys.
We have. Okay, Fliss, your Christmas perfumes.
Oh, Jungle, Kenzo, L'Elephant, which we did the other episode, and then probably Mystic Incense by Merchant of Venice, which is just pines and toffees.
Amazing toffees.
Yes.
Okay, look, I want to wrap this up. Not least of all because I'm bored, but also because I'm tired and I need a piss. So it's probably time. I've really enjoyed season 5. I know we dipped in the middle a bit with our efforts at producing stuff. A little bit like, we grabbed the hose pipe and sort of in the middle we choked it off and then we let go, and then there's been all these episodes at the end that we've just sort of jammed in before Christmas. So we are going to be a little bit more disciplined with how we do season 6, but we will, in fact, be back with season 6 in the new year, and I can assure you of that. And until then, I wish everybody a very happy Christmas and New Year, and don't ever ask me to scent a fucking elf again. Until next time. Bye.
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 Bye.